Right, hello everybody, welcome to RFL. Finally we're into a session that actually means something. There are 9 drivers currently driving, and yeah, it's very low attendance. I'm not really sure what's going on at the minute, but yeah, let's oh, we got a engine noise glitch, which is lovely on F1 Gabriel Q on an outlap. T1itis in the Haas with his teammate Perka on PAFR. Getting some slipstreams, some team orders here, so yeah, they're doing right. Kate Sue in the Ferrari, currently running in P4. On an outlap for Bahrain again this week. Race 2, Bahrain in race 1, Bahrain race 2. So this is technically the Sakhir version of the track. F1 2021 hasn't got short tracks in it, so it possibly would have been a short track weekend if we had it available, but we don't. So they're racing around Bahrain once again. Obviously last week streamed and watched by Delta Lima, this week by myself, Rocco. I'm actually going to go into a party mode because I've realised that the general lobby audio probably isn't going to be up to scratch, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, back now. So, a few drivers on outlaps. Kaitsu has just started his flying lap. So is Perka on Perka, going up to turn 4. We have a new driver. Silent has joined us. He'll be in the McLaren. So Perka is hitting the very tricky S section before he gets down to turn 8. Quickly followed by a short kink at turn 9, followed probably by one of the hardest corners on the entire F1 race, Canada, turn 10. You basically got to brake without locking up, and you're not in a straight line, and you've got to turn and get into the apex and get the car rotated. You've got to do about 5 different things at once without locking your tyres and still trying to get as much time as you possibly can. Heading up towards curb of death, turn 12, inside curb there, and the outside curb these days is pretty vicious. It takes a lot of inside curb there, goes a bit bouncing as he heads down the straight, and he's invalidated unfortunately, so we'll skip to his teammate Titus going around turn 10. Car number 88, and LOF1 Gabriel has just set the fastest time, and we've lost. I thought I saw a spinning car. Rusi Hullet has unfortunately DNF'd. So who's the next driver to cross the start-finish line? We've probably got a Haas, which is going around turn 13 as he piles down this straight just before we get to the last corner, and he goes round it. He is still valid, and he's running down towards the line, and he goes fastest, 27.411, so he goes about 2.5, 2 and a bit tenths quicker than LOF1 Gabriel, and Perfect Pond goes 1.4 seconds faster in that Red Bull. Other drivers on hot laps, Nicholas Latifi is just going around turn 10, opens up his DRS as he heads down towards turn 11, a sweeping left-hander. And Just Joseph is a 25.796 in the McLaren, so that's a pretty good time from him, so he goes 3 tenths faster than what Perfect Pond could do in the Red Bull. We're still valid lap here for Latifi in the Mercedes. We are expecting him, he should technically, obviously a realistic racing league, so the realistic car performance, car number 72 goes around the last corner, and we should be seeing him technically set a fastest time, but we'll see what he's got. Yes, there we go, 25.561. So quite a big gap between first and fifth at the minute, about 2.1 seconds. Kaitsu in the Ferrari on an outlap. Just started it. And Perka has just started his outlap as well, just coming up towards the end of Sector 1. That's the running order so far. Only 9 drivers in this session. 8 actually, because we lost Ruti Hullet in the Aston Martin, so he'll be starting probably P9. All the cars that are left are currently in the pits or doing 2 outlaps, and the other 4 drivers are coming in, so we'll wait and see what they've got. So Angelos has just started his, Agalos has just started his outlap. Kaisu is doing a bit of weaving. And we're going to have Perka Star, the next driver, to start a lap. He's just coming around the last corner, going down the straight. And he's flying down towards the line, car number 93. DRS is open. Brakes hard into turn 1, misses the apex a little bit, but you sometimes have to do that to get the next line into the next corner. So still looked pretty decent there in the Haas. Obviously the Haas is a bit of a horse and cart, that Haas. It's not a great car, probably not great to drive, so he's probably doing as best as he can, trying just at least just keep it on the track. Takes a bit of curb, does look like he was about to lose the back end there, but manages to keep it as he hits turn 8. As I already mentioned, that is a pretty tricky corner as he runs up towards turn 10. Let's jump on board in his cockpit. Gets the car rotated pretty decently. No lockups there, which is pretty good. Kaitsu, you could hear a bit of tyre squealing there, but does make more of an apex. Let's watch Pekka go round this tricky part of the track. This is where he invalidated last time. Does keep it in the tracks now. He comes around that corner. It's a little bit wide, just off the line, but I think just about valid. And Kaitsu shortly are going to follow him. So, where is Perka going to put this car? Let's have a look. Tyres wise, everyone's got soft tyres on, and Perka goes 1:26.9. So that was a pretty good time from him. And Kaitsu, unfortunately, has backed out. So Kaitsu is and Agalos are the only two who haven't said the time yet. Agilas, the Greek, is currently in Sector 2, heading up towards turn 10. Nice, smooth, nice driving there into that corner. That's perfect, pretty much, from what it looked like on board here. So, here goes Agalos around this corner, just about keeps it on the track, and he's piling it down towards the last corner. Let's see what kind of time he can throw in the Alpine. Runs down to the line and does a 26.203. So everyone is on soft tyres. Latifi's done an extra lap than everyone on his soft tyres, so he's probably got some fresh. Definitely very wide there as Titus, T1itis, whatever you want to call him, is on an outlap, going pretty slowly, but just make sure he's not taking too much wear out of those tyres. Agalos on an in-lap and is invalidated his in-lap, which is fine. 2 minutes 25 seconds to go. We should see a few more cars coming out the pits very soon. They're going to have to if they want to set another lap time. And yeah, let's see what we've got. I think Agalos is that's going to be his time. He's not going to be able to get round in and out before before anything. And yeah, 2 minutes left. 1 minute left in qualifying. Perfect Pond doing is 2 tenths up actually, so he'll be pushing for pole position here with his time. 2.5 tenths at the end of the second sector. So he is going to be pushing. Nicholas Latifi here is probably going to be just about on his time. Let's watch him as he goes round the final corner. Flying down towards the line. Still got some ERX, just about to run out at the line, and he does go fast. It's absolutely smashing that time. Took another 2 tenths off in the last sector, so he is on provisional pole with a 25.375. Just Jose is currently in P3 on an outlap, and he will just about make it round to settle at a time. He has got a 5-place grid penalty for an incident with Cool Guy in Q2. So he crosses the line with a couple of seconds to spare, probably about 10. Can't see it just yet. And he's going to be trying to push the pole with us. Going to find 4 tenths somewhere though, as Pika has just about made it on time for that. Titus didn't make it across, but does a 27 flat. Gabriel has... he was a little bit up, but it looks like he has now backed out of his lap. Koitsu is invalid. So the only person who can really push, I would say, is just Jose. So let's ride on board with him and see what he can do. Otherwise, Perfect Pond has done a perfect lap to get himself on pole position. Jose goes around that corner pretty nicely, quite tight. McLaren is pretty tasty with that Mercedes engine as he runs down towards the flowing turn 11, where you've got to throw it in and hope for the best as you go round into 12. And you get to turn 13. He's gone purple himself, so he's 3 tenths up. That'll put him not far behind Perfect Pond, so we could be seeing a change of lead on pole position. Jose will be dropping 5 places on the grid, so he will be starting highest of P6. Let's see what he's got as he hits the line. And does he go fastest? Yes, he does go fastest. I didn't see the time, but he is on pole position. So GG's to just Jose in the McLaren and the bright yellow luminous helmet. Let's have a look at that time. It was 1900ths faster, so not a lot, but that's just about enough. So well done, Jose, the Chilean, getting pole position. Perfect Pond, the Canadian, in P2. Nicholas Latifi in P3. Angelos the Greek in P4, Pekka on Paha, should I say, in P5, in the Haas, highest position they're ever going to get. Titus in P6, in the Haas as well, so good starting positions from them. Williams P7, Ferrari P8 of Keitsu, and Ruti Hullet unfortunately in P9. So we've got a few drivers joining us. Silent in the McLaren is a pretty fast guy. So he'll be driving, trying to get that McLaren from the back to the front with his teammate. So even though Jose was, let's say, P1, he's going to drop to about P6, I believe. So Perfect Pond will still start on pole position. But I've just seen in the Discord that RFL has got a Hall of Fame, so he gets a pole position in the Hall of Fame. Now I'm going to be waiting for the lobby to start up. A few cars out of position. Cool Guy in the Mercedes down probably in about P... what's the starting grid? So yeah, Jose in P6, the McLaren, so actually has to jump enough extra positions. So P4, P5 for them. Alpine in P3, Mercedes and Red Bull in P1 and P2 respectively. So Canadian front row, Cool Guy P10, starting on the mediums. Stein isn't going to be joining us. Silent has got the McLaren, so yeah, he's all good. Someone has readied up bitter. So yes, let's see. I'm not sure what Rugby Daney's doing, if he's actually going to be racing or not. As now on the grid, starting the formation lap. Predicted pit stops. If you start on the medium, you're going to be about like 12 or 14. Start on the soft, you're going to be probably in about lap 7, I would say. Let's get some entries and tyre detail up. What tyres is everybody on? So one bars, just Danny in the red. Medium runners, we have Pond, like the Agelos Picker Then we have Titus on the soft, Jose on the medium, soft for Gabriel, soft for Pete, soft for Rudy Hullet, medium Cool Guy in the Mercedes. Stein, I don't believe is racing, he should be botified. In P12 and Silent on the soft, so try and get a good start and get as high up the grid as he possibly can. Firstly, wait for the drivers to go round. Once again, CCR Network, we stream SFR on Sunday evenings. I'll have your whole weekend covered basically. So yeah, soft. If you're doing a soft strategy, you're going to be doing about lap 8 and then lap 23 for another set of mediums. So your whole weekend is covered with the CCR Network. You have Friday evenings, which is the RFL, the Realistic Racing League. Then you've got on Saturday evenings is NRL. Saturday mornings is PAFR, which is an Australian-based league with AA Gaming, who is the owner of that one, and then SFR on Sunday evening. So yeah, you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, and Sunday evening all set up. So Silent ghosts through rugby there, and they're all joining back onto the grid. And we're going to be starting very drivers out of position there. So let's jump on board with Perfect Pond. Let's hope we do get a decent camera angle for the start, which it isn't, unfortunately. Here we go, the camera angle here. Perfect Pond on P1 and Black Tiffy on P2. Let's see what kind of start they get. And off we go. Start 4. Black Tiffy there, as he's already up the inside. Has to get a good start, as they're both in P3 and P5. Titus got the better of that. And Perfect Pond keeps P1. He does just get overtaken by Black Tiffy into P2 now. Perfect Pond a spinner. It is Perker has spun at the famous Mazapan corner. And yeah, Perker's now picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Stein, who I don't know if is racing or not. I'm not really that sure. Who knows? But Latifi in P1, 7 points behind is Perfect Pond. Titus doing a great job in P3. Agelos in the Alpine in P4. Gabriel in P5 in the Williams. It's crowded out as Cool Guy goes very, very deep into that corner. Comes back on the into Mercedes. He's the meat in the McLaren sandwich, as Jose just about stays ahead, and Silent the inside there, round the outside. What a move this is by Silent, what a move, and he gets that done on Cool Guy. Cool Guy drops down to P8. Great move there from Silent, as we do have a bit of a train going on with the Haas, as Angelos is trying to get past, find the slipstream. Obviously Alpine is a faster car, and the Williams is not far behind either, so there's a bit so Titus doing a great job on his softs, as I mentioned earlier, to try and get there as high and as fast at the grid as he possibly can, as Agelos is going for the move up the inside on Titus. Camera angles are shocking, and Agelos does get that move done, and unfortunately it looks like we do have a spinner somewhere. We have a full course safety car. Perker is out. Not really sure what happened there, but full course safety car, and that resets everybody. So let's have a look at intervals. What are we doing? Timing glitch. Stein currently in P1. Good job, Stein. Well done. No front wing from Stein, but it's just a bot driving. So we do have 11 drivers left in the race. Rugby still in P11, Koitsu P10, Ruti staying where he was in P9, Cool Guy P8, Silent doing a great job from the back of the grid, moving himself up to P7, Gabriel P6, Jose P5, Titus P4, Agilos P3, Perfect Pond P2, Lactifi P1. So, while we wait for the safety car to go around a few times, taking a short commercial break. So we've had a few drivers come into the pits. Titus is one of them, getting pretty close under the safety car. Into the pit lane to put on a set of hard tyres. He's going to try and go to the end. If he didn't pit, still on the 3.5 hole obedience. I thought maybe some of the soft runners might have wanted to put some hard tyres on, try and go a bit deeper into the race, but they didn't, so they're staying on their softs. Ruti did put a set of softs on, but he also started on, I think it was soft tyres, maybe mediums he started on. Robbie Kennedy's jumped from the back of the grid up to P7, so he's done a good job there. Let's have a look at the position changes. So Silence made up 8, Dane made up 5, Cool Guys made up 4, Titus has dropped 7, but he has just pitted under safety car conditions. Perko lost 9, but DNF'd. This reason for the safety car. TV's gained 1, Pond's gained lost 1. Jose's gained 2, but lost 5 at the beginning, so he's on an average aggregate of about Not sure when the safety car is coming in. Is it coming in now, or are we going to have to wait another lap? Safety cars in the pit lane, and we go racing again. Heading down to turn 1. We've got both McLarens looking to make a move up the inside on each other. Latifi does look like he's getting away with it all. Bit of wheel banging there. Pepperpond does lose out on one position, and Silent is up to P2. He's going to be making a run on Latifi in that McLaren, so he's had a great start to the race, gained 11 places. What a move there by Silent, already made probably overtake of the race on that one around the outside of yeah. In P2 we've lost Gabriel. He's dropping down the grid, looks like he spun just before turn 5. Needs another safety car to try and get back into the race. Silent is only 3/10 off Latifi. Let's watch him on board as he as we drive down this straight after turn 10 between turn 11. Silent looking like he's going to make a move. Thinks about it, drops back in, and goes. Trying to looks at the inside. Thinks better of it. He's got another straight coming up. If he can just hang on in the dirty air around this corner, he's got another straight coming up here. So has he got enough? He's got 71% ERS compared to Latifi's 80, so he's losing a bit more than the other driver. Let's think about going for another move again, but thinks better of it. So he's very close on the exit of the last corner, though. He's going to be right on the tail. No DRS yet, not for another lap. Silent getting the fastest lap of the race. He is... just hasn't got enough. Hasn't got enough, but looks to go late braking round the outside. That is a fantastic move from Silent, but not quite enough to make that move count. But he's definitely thinking about it. He's given Latifi quite a bit of a headache as he switches back, gets back into a better braking zone, and he's literally right on his gearbox all lap on the soft tyres. Latifi's going to have to think and not make out a perfect drive and make any mistakes. The Silent will have the benefit of DRS very shortly, taking wide lines into the corners, trying to get out some dirty air, get some braking zones, and avoid running into the back of Latifi. So we head down to turn 11. Quite a short straight. You need normally you would have DRS on that straight, but you haven't got it on this lap. Let me just think about it again. We're taking much different lines. There, Latifi is through some of these corners. Let's see what he's got as we head down to. We do have a yellow flag in sector. It's Titus running very, very wide here. I'll jump back to the front because that is where the action is at the minute for the lead. So Silent is not quite as close this time round. He's dropped a few tenths back, and DRS is now being enabled. So as we head up to turn 4, that short little straight, as we head up there shortly. So Silent got enough. He's dropped back a bit actually. Maybe those guys are starting to feel a little bit worse for wear. We have a safety car, unfortunately. Safety car is out. We've lost Stein. Not really sure what happened there, but we have a full course safety car again. So that gives Gabriel and Titus the chance to get back in. So we can probably see a few drivers pit, especially runners at this point. And yeah, while we do that, let's head to break. Right, so we come back to the race. Strangely, I thought Latifi would stay out and Silent would come into the pits to change his tyres. This is a 7-lap old sauce, but no, didn't. Silent stayed out, and he's now leading the race. Rugby MP2 on his hard tyres, same age as the softs, but obviously the softs do wear a hell of a lot faster than the hards. Coatsy MP3 on the hard tyre, Gabriel MP4 as we go racing again. Go green. Silent timed that perfectly. He's got a 7/10 gap to Rugby, and we've got a bit of a battle going on for P4 and P5 as Latifi goes down the inside of Gabriel. Bit of wheel banging there. Gets the inside line from Gabriel, but no, it doesn't. Gagelos picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Latifi's going to try and get back up the grid as fast as he possibly can. Silent is going to have to try and pull a gap. He will be making a pit stop very, very, very shortly. Ruti got a 5-second time penalty in the safety car period for speeding in the pit lane. So we've got 10 drivers. If all 10 drivers finish, they are all going to pick up points. So it's got a 1.1 second gap to Rugby. Different tyre compounds there as Latifi is chasing down Rugby. Taking a bit of carbon fibre going on in the background there. Not really sure what was going on there. How much damage? As Perfect Pond makes a good move round the outside of Gabriel in the faster car there, as Kulkai was looking as well, stays behind as he goes up the inside, makes a bit of a move there, but gets it done under braking, and Kulkai is making his way back up the grid. Slipstreaming Perfect Pond right now as they're heading down into the last corner. Alpine is looking at the Williams as well, but thinks better of it, stays behind him. So Silent says the fastest up the race. He's got 1.4 second gap to Rugby. Latifi's chasing down Rugby. The pit straight makes a move around the outside. Has the outside line for this. Rugby sticks it on the inside and does have to give it up. They do wheel bang a little bit there as side by side into turn 4 as well. And Rugby is now behind. It looked like he was, but yeah, he's hanging around the outside, but does fall back into P2. So Nicholas Latifi is gaining on Silent now. He's got Silent in his sights. He's going to try and catch up that gap. And Silent should be pitting very shortly onto his probably a set of softs. To do maybe a soft medium, or a soft medium, or maybe soft hard to go to the end of the race. We'll see what he does. Rugby's going to be going deep into this race on his hard tyres. Looks like TV does appear to be closing the gap quite quickly. Cool Guy also trying to get in on the action. 1 second behind Rugby. And Perfect Pond not too far behind that either. So 3 drivers with penalties right now. What kind of penalties do they have? 3 seconds, 5 seconds and 3 seconds. The 3 seconds are for corner cutting. The 5 seconds is normally for collisions or speeding in the pit lane, which is what Ruchi's was. So Latifi sets the fastest up of the race. Cool Guy goes even faster with a 28.762. And Latifi is just over a second behind Silent, so he won't have DRS at this point. As they head down to turn 4 as all the cars are flowing. So in the minute it's McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull and Cool Guy. Looked like he was making a move up the inside of Rugby Daney there. Does a bit of wheel banging, makes a bit of a there as Rugby does drop another position on his hard tyres. Cool Guy has got fresh softs on, so that's why he's making moves there. Nice overview camera here, high up in the thing, and Rugby is going very, very slowly. He looks perfect. I think he's letting his teammate go. A bit of team orders there. Next Perfect Pongo. He's on the other strategy of fresh mediums to be a little bit faster than his teammate at this stage of the race. It's good teamwork there by Red Bull. Rugby realising that he hasn't got quite the pace of Perfect Pond at this stage in the race, so he lets him go. Latifi is chasing hard. Currently 4/10 behind Silent as they head down the straight before the pit straight. 1 corner to go. Nicholas Latifi will have DRS at this point of the race. It has been enabled, so let's watch on board as they come down. DRS using lots of his ERS, gets the move done pretty much before the braking zone, and they're ahead. Silent is behind. 11 lap old soft, so they must be feeling rotten right now. He needs to come into the pits and take those off. Coolguy not far behind, 1.5 seconds. He's going to be looking to try and take advantage, as Agilos is going side by side with Rugby Daney through turn 4, and Rugby loses another position, but another car on the fresher compound, faster compound, soft tyres. So Agilos into P5. Perfect Pond in P4. Not really gaining any time, but he is on a slightly different tyre strategy to the cars ahead. Coolguy now only 9/10 behind Silent as they race down towards turn 11, the sweeping turn 11. Silent still has DRS. He probably won't have it for the next. It's the last time he's going to have it for a little while, I believe, because Nicholas is pulling away quite a gap, about 2/3 a sector. Already 1.4 ahead, and he made the move from the last race. You'll probably be seeing Silent come into the pits right now, change his tyres and get some more pace in that McLaren. Let's watch Silent. No, he stays out another lap as he's got Coolguy coming fast up behind him. Silent moves to the inside, makes Coolguy go round the long way. Coolguy going to go for the switchback, gets a better traction there, but no, has to back out on that occasion as they head down to turn 4, another DRS straight. Silent has it open, moves across, moves back across, and stays ahead. So Coolguy's going to have to be patient as we head into it. Tries to look up the inside there. Not really a normal overtaking spot, so he's we'll try and be a bit more patient as we head into turn 8 and the little kink at turn 9. Coolguy made a pretty good overtake up the inside, going to try and go round the outside this time, but no, filters back in behind, doesn't think about that move, and Nicholas has got a 3-second lead now. We've got a yellow flag, car off. Where's the car? It's a green flag again. I couldn't see what car it was. I assume it was the Ferrari. As let's see what Coolguy's got. Has he got another move? He obviously trying to get his own back on Silent as they went round. Silent did Coolguy around the outside earlier, and Coolguy tried to do him again but didn't, and Coolguy makes the move up the inside. He's obviously running a slightly higher downforce, gets the move done though into the braking zone. Thought about it, backed out, thought about it again, and yeah, Silent stays out. 12 lap old soft, so he's really pushing these soft tyres as far into the race as he possibly can. He's got DRS. He's going to make a move. No, Coolguy keeps that position, and Perfect Pond is just behind him. Rooty Hullet has unfortunately another 5-second speeding penalty in the pit lane, so he's in the pits and possibly changing his front wing. He's picked up some damage. Rugby in the pits, changing his front wing, goes onto the medium tyres. A bit early for the mediums after his hard tyre stint, so obviously an issue between those two drivers. Just Jose on the hard tyres, 5 lap old, is currently 5.8 behind his teammate Silent, who has been overtaken by Perfect Pond. So Pond in the Red Bull with Coolguy just ahead of him. Latifi is pulling away quite nicely, currently 4 seconds ahead. So he should have this race wrapped up right now, if he can keep the strategy good, keep his racing clean. And let's see what he's got. But Perfect Pond is closing pretty fast up on Coolguy. He's going to have DRS. The Red Bull and Mercedes are pretty evenly matched on this year's game. So let's see what Perfect Pond has got on Coolguy. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to open up now. To come down the straight. Not quite close enough, I don't think, into the braking zone. Very close, but not close enough. As Pond goes, just follows Coolguy around. He's going to have another bite at the cherry. 4/10 now behind him. Opens up his DRS. Is there going to be a move into turn 4? No, he's going to sit behind him for the rest of the lap, I believe, unless Cool Guy makes a small mistake through this section, where he might get a bite of the cherry at turn 8. Silent has finally pitted onto a set of medium tyres, and he's currently down into P7. Gabriel in the Williams in P5, Jose on 6-lap-old hards in P4, so he's in a good spot here. Agelos in P8 in the Alpine, fresh set of mediums. Daney, fresh set of mediums in P9. Rusi, fortunately having a bit of a shocker, currently P10, with another 5-second time penalty to serve shortly. Both Haas, after starting P4, P5, are out of the race, and Stein, who didn't even start, Steinbot P12, second DNF of the race. Latifi's got a 4.4 second lead over his teammate of Cool Guy with Perfect Pond. Is only still 4/10 behind. He's going to have DRS. It's the pit straight, long straight into heavy braking zone. Has Perfect Pond got enough to make a move? He goes up looks up the inside, thinks better of it into the braking zone, shifts back behind. Possibly going for the switchback move. He's very, 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 very close, and he's probably just about close enough to make a move up the inside on Cool Guy. Gets the move done before the braking zone, and Cool Guy filters back in, gives him a little love tap on the exit of the corner. Looks like no damage, no harm, no foul. And Perfect Pond up into P2 in the Red Bull, so Cool Guy's not going to have DRS until the pit straight now, I believe. Ruti has put a fastest lap of the race in the 1:28.551. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like we have a coming together of Kaitsu and Gabriel, unfortunately, as Silent. That's a nice easy couple of positions for him. Driving his own race right now on a fresh set of mediums. So he's going to be pretty fast in this stint. He's got a lovely clear track ahead. He's got 16 seconds ahead of him to drive into, basically. So good strategy for him. He's going to have lots of clear air. 2 drivers ahead of him moved out of the way, part of the seas. So he's already gained a second, it looks like, maybe half a second from when I first mentioned that. So he's going to be closing in fast. Cool Guy is coming into the pits. Wonder if he's coming into the pits. It's 8 laps on those softs, so he's not changing his wing, just changing his tyres onto mediums. Very slow exit though. Not really sure what happened there. Car's gone walkabouts. Don't know where it's gone. It's having a little... camera's having a little bit of a wander. Trying to find it. Where is he? There he is. No, green light. As he comes out the pit lane. Possibly a little bit glitch, the camera, so let's go back on board with just Jose in P3. 8 lap old hard tyres. Perfect Pond in P2. Gaining a little bit on Latifi, so Latifi's not going to have this race done and dusted. He's going to have to possibly drive a little bit harder, not using up too much ERS. He's got plenty in the tank, so he's probably not pushing as hard as he possibly can. Poor Guy came out in P4, but Silent just behind him in P5. So we're going to be looking for Silent to be making a move. He's very, very fast on those soft tyres early on in the race. Put a good move on Cool Guy around the corner coming up now at 11 and 12, round the outside. So let's ride on board with him and see see if he's got anything to make a move with. He's only got 27% ERS compared to Cool Guy's 51, which is a bit of a disadvantage there, but if he can use it in the right places, he should be okay. He's going to have DRS very shortly as we come down the pit straight after this corner. Stays close enough, and maybe a bit too far behind to be able to make a move into the turn 1. Yellow flag. It is just Jose. It looks like he's crashed into P at turn 3, between turn 3 and turn 4. Looks like everything is intact. He's just lost a bit of pride. Silent is a lot closer now as we head up to turn 4. Not quite close enough to get the move done, and Jose has dropped back about 16.5 seconds behind Perfect Pond now. So unfortunately It's just Jose was having a good race. Put it on pole, dropped 5 positions due to an incident with Cool Guy in qualifying. And yeah, now he's got Cool Guy 5 seconds behind him. And Silent not too much further behind them as well. So Latifi looks like he's pulling out a bit more of a lead now. Tyre wise, both on the same age, medium tyres. Everyone is on a apart from Jose, so Jose messes up the clean slate of tyres here. Let's ride on board back with, let's go on board Rugby Daney. He's only 5/10 behind Ruti in the Aston Martin compared to Rugby's Red Bull. Ruti is trying to move out of the slipstream. We're giving a slipstream to Rugby, and a bit of wheel banging going on there between P3 and P4, P5, Silent and Cool Guy. Cool Guy does stay just about ahead. Not sure if any damage was put on there, but Silent was probably had a good slipstream in DRS into turn 1. And Cool Guy fought hard as he always does into turn 2 and 3. As they come around turn 8. Not really much overtaking opportunity coming up, maybe a little bit on the straight, but it looks like Silent is maybe a bit too far back. He's dropped about 9/10 back. Cool Guy goes very, very wide there, stays off track. Probably trying to use the glitch track limits to make sure he doesn't get any warnings. Let's say that. Let's have a look at some warnings. Who's got any warnings? Cool Guy's got a warning. Silent doesn't look like he's got any. He's got 1. To Cool Guy. So Cool Guy's only one off getting a penalty here, so he's got to be pretty careful. Silent looks like he's got 1 as well. So Silent dropped back, so he hasn't got the DRS anymore. He might have a bit of damage after that contact they had. That might be why he's losing a bit of time. Nine laps to go. We're 20 laps into a 29 lap race. Going to probably be seeing another round of pit stops very soon, possibly. This Cool Guy looks like he's closing in on just Jose. He was 5 seconds behind. He's now only 2.9, so he is gaining. He should be able to get pretty close to him very shortly. And Silent is looking to get close as well. Perfect Pond is dropping back from Latifi, so he's currently 6.6 behind. Rugby's looking pretty close to Ruti as they head down to the heavy braking zone at turn 10. Try and get that car rotated in, drop as many gears as you possibly can. And Ruti again moving across track to try and break the slipstream from Rugby. Rugby pushing his Red Bull hard. One of 4 drivers on time penalties right now. I think Ruti's got another 5 seconds to serve if he does do it in the pits. If he doesn't, he'll serve it at the end of the race. It's the only real close battle. Silent is getting a bit closer, but it's really not going to be close enough before the end of this turn 4 straight. So let's ride on board with Rugby. Rugby doesn't look like he's got enough straight line speed, but he does move out round the outside to get the inside line on Ruti in the next corner. Wheel to wheel, bouncing off those curves. Pretty dangerous thing to do at that point of the track. And Rugby is ahead, and he's got the DRS as well, so it should mean he should stay ahead. So he's up into P7. Going to chase down Agilos ahead of him now. 5.1 seconds behind. So Silent, the gap looks like it's staying between 6/10 now, so we've probably got a better exit than Cool Guy there. It is gaining even more, so he's now 4/10 behind. So that's Ruti gets back ahead of Rugby. Maybe a small mistake by Rugby as they head into the S's section. And Silent is pretty close to Coolguy. So Coolguy's going to have to fight as hard as he possibly can. And he's not quite close enough to the driver ahead to get the benefit of slipstream and DRS, so he's going to be he's going to have to fight pretty hard as they head down the straight. 5/10 behind at the beginning of the straight. Might not be quite close enough to make a move, but if he can get close enough now, he should be able to follow it in to turn up to turn 4. Very close to the sequence of corners. Let's see what Silent has. Silent got any moves out to the inside and thinks better of it. Cuts back in behind and follows Coolguy through turn 4, 5 and into the SS section. Rugby gets back ahead of Ruti Hullet into turn 1 and turn 2. Let's jump back on board, but Ruti gets back ahead and Rugby's off into the wall. And that could be... He just saves it. I think he has lost some... He's lost something, or that was a bit of debris flying, and Rugby is unfortunately lost a few positions. Well, lost, not only lost one, but lost quite a bit of time to Ruti ahead of him. So not a great race for Rugby today. And Silent is very, very, very close to Coolguy now, as they are catching up. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Rugby as well. I think he's off again. Obviously those hot tyres after his little incident. He's going to drop another position to Gabriel. Tries to look back up the inside, and those tyres are smoking hot. Absolutely smoking hot, those tyres. He's now currently in last place, but he will still pick up a point as long as he finishes. So Silent is very, very close to Coolguy. 2/10. Is he going to make a move up the inside? Yes, he does. And is he going to get it done? Yes, he does. Coolguy's going to try and go back around the outside, switch back to the inside, and Coolguy. Oh, very, very, very twitchy there between the two drivers. Silent does manage to stay ahead. Not really sure what happened there. It's in the background. So I couldn't really see exactly what happened. But Silent is now into P3 with Jose ahead of him, his teammate. 1.5 seconds on double the age lap tyres on the hard. CP has just pitted but still stays ahead. He's currently on a set of softs. So at the minute we're running Mercedes, McLaren, McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Alpine, Aston, Williams, Ferrari, Red Bull. Both pass are out, sandwich between, and Alfa Romeo Stein. Silent is only a second behind his teammate now, just Jose. So we're going to be seeing some team orders, and Jose moving out the way for his teammate. Perfect Pond is starting to get into the battle as well, so we got... Silent is in the DRS, so that'd be good for him to try and defend from Coolguy and Perfect Pond behind him. Tiffy goes fastest, 27.5 flat on his fresh set of softs, so he's going to start pulling away now. Coolguy very, very close to Silent. Is he going to think about a move? We have a yellow flag, so he won't be able to make an overtake just here. Bit of a lock up there from the rear tyres from Silent, and Coolguy just filters back in. Very, very, very close between those three drivers, as Perfect Pond is looking as well. They've all got DRS. Silent is... Oh, and Perfect Pond, very opportunistic there. Gets in front of Coolguy. And yeah, great move there from Perfect Pond, opportunistic. So we're currently running Mercedes, McLaren, McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes. So Silent is got the DRS on his teammate. Perfect Pond has got the DRS on the McLaren. Probably not going to be too many moves into this corner, as it's not a massive heavy braking zone, so you can't make a dive up the inside. Filter in behind and wait for the next available opportunity, which will be either on this straight, even though there's no DRS. But it is a good spot for following, getting close enough. Perfect Pond is looking very, very close to the back of Silent. He takes the inside, moves back into the racing line, and Coolguy closes very, very much. Oh, this is very, very close between these 4 or 5 drivers here as they head down the straight. Perfect Pond looking to make a move. can't find a way past Silent. It's a bit of a DRS train here with Just Jose leading the train, so it's good points for McLaren if it finishes as is right now. Pond is looking to make another move. Oof, bit of weaving going on there for Silent, defending hard from Perfect Pond. And Jose is holding on to that P2 right now on his 16 lap old hards. 4 laps left. 5 cars in this train, which is Jose, Silent, Pond, Cool Guy. And a lapped car of Daney, I believe that is. Yeah, lapped car of Daney, so he's not involved in this battle. Kaitsu making a move on Gabriel into turn 1 in that Ferrari. And Silent is now ahead of Jose. 3 wide into turn 11. Make it 4 pretty much. Whoa, look at this. This is going to end in tears, I believe. Very, very close between those two drivers. Red Bull and Mercedes do make contact with the McLaren's back wheel. Silent is just ahead. He's going to have his teammate as a rear gunner and hope that those hard tyres are probably starting to go off a little bit now. So Perfect is not going to be close enough. Jose does make a move, making the McLaren wall a barrier. Silent loses P3. Cool Guy goes up the inside. Oh, and very twitchy from those drivers there. Cool Guy probably did. I'm not sure if he forced him off too much. Looks up the inside of Perfect Pond. Silent does drop down to P5. Unfortunately, he will be back on that tail very soon, as Jose is leading that train. Silent's got to hope that Pond and Cool Guy don't get past Jose too quickly, so he can join back up to the back of it. He's going to obviously be losing time fighting. Defending cost you time, attacking cost you time as well. So Pond has got the DRS on Just Jose as they head down to turn 11. Perfect Pond does look round the outside, thinks better of it as they follow each other through turn 11 and 12 into 13. Tight right-hander. Very easy to get warnings and time penalties there as you run wide. So Perfect Pond is looking up the inside, thinks better of it. Jose remains in P2, but he is clinging on for dear life. Ruti is closing in quick on Agelos in looking to gain a few more points for Aston Martin to get into a P6. Let's ride on board with Ruti as they head down towards the second to last corner. I am missing a little bit of action from the front, but I thought I'd join another battle on track. Both heading down the pit straight. Ruti has got DRS. And we've a bit more action at the front. So Cool Guy now takes P2. Perfect Pond P3. And Pond gets a 3-second time penalty. So out of those drivers, McLaren now running P4, P5. Mercedes in P1, P2. And Pond is the meet in the Mercedes powered sandwich. Said that twice, but I don't care. Ruti ended up getting past Agelos in the Alpine. Cool Guy is looking to defend his P2, and Pond tries to go around the outside, but switches back onto the inside and back to the outside. And they're all very, very close here. This battle's been brewing for about 6 or 7 laps now. McLarens are looking interested. Pond is looking interested up the inside. Makes it into the braking zone. Brakes a lot later. Cool Guy backs out. Possibly looking to get some DRS. But I think it might have backfired. No, it hasn't. I think that's what Cool Guy was doing. He broke early to get the DRS so he can get the... And... Jose up the inside of Perfect Pond as they go round into turn 1, 2 and 3. Silent looking interested as well. Tyre wise, we've got Cool Guy on 10 lap old mediums, Pond on 5 lap old softs, Jose on 19 lap old hards, and Silent on 12 lap old mediums. So They're all coming towards the end of their life, so no one's got any particular advantage. The softs are probably at the disadvantage because they go off faster, they overheat faster, and you get a lot more understeer. Cool guy is going to have to defend. Got Latifi well ahead, 13.5 seconds ahead of this little battle here. So yeah, he's having a drive of his life at the front. He's just able just to drive, not have to think about defending or attacking. He's just got to keep his concentration. Pond looks up the inside, thinks better of it again. Follow round 11, 12 and 13 into the braking zone at 14. They're currently running about 1.5 seconds off their optimal pace, just from fighting all this time. Pond is very, very close to Cool Guy here as they look to get into the braking zone. Pond doesn't get past this time, but he's going to look to have some nice DRS as they head down this straight. Heavy braking zone into turn 1. You never know which way round because there's quite a quick right, left, right, left. So it's never really know which corner. Cool Guy goes off a little bit deep, and both cars take themselves out, unfortunately. And yeah, we've got Silent moves up into P3. Yeah, not really sure who was at fault there. Tricky one to see on first glance. I need to see it again, but that pushes Silent in. So obviously Jose and Cool Guy do have a bit of history from race 1, so I'm sure there'll be something going on in the Discord later on with reporting onto the last lap. Jose currently in P4, Cool Guy just behind, probably very angry with each other, shouting and screaming in their cockpits. But Silent has moved up into P3 and he probably will get a P2. Cool Guy gets past Jose there, missed that, but because Perfect Pond's got a 3-second time penalty for corners, I believe. Yes, 3 seconds. Silent is just in that window. Latifi wins the race. Congratulations to him. So Silent looks like he will pick up a 2nd place, and Perfect Pond will drop into P2. Wheel to wheel from these two drivers here. Pond finishes 2nd, but as I said, gets the gets P2 on time penalties. Jose finishes P5, the Cool Guy P4. And Ruti is coming towards the line, P6. Agelos P7. Kaitsu in P8. Gabriel P9. And Daney lapped P10. So, about a 9-10 lap battle towards the end there between those 4 cars. Silent, Pond, Cool Guy and just Jose. As Latifi wins the race by 17.3 seconds. Very close between P2, P3 and P4, P5, but they're all running much closer a lap or so ago. So that's the end of RFL Round 2, Season 1. Results aren't guaranteed. Obviously, there's going to be a few stewards' reports coming in, which the stewards will discuss in the Discord through the week and try and get some decisions out by the time of the next race. Just waiting on the final car to finish, which is the Williams, and we are finished now. We've got the fireworks going off. It wasn't quite at midnight, actually. It wasn't quite set to a proper nighttime race. I have only just noticed that. Floodlights are on, but no one's at home. Silent, yes, best driver of the day, and I agree with that. Great drive from him after starting at the back. So Mercedes on top step. Picks up his winner's trophy. And yeah, congratulations to Mercedes. Mercedes Power in P2, Honda Power in P3. So once the results come up, I'll run you quickly through those and then we will end the stream. Thank you for joining us. If you have been watching, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, make sure you like it, and you will catch up on the rest of the weekend. Obviously this is just the start of the weekend from the CCR network. Got a few more leagues and a few more races to come. TP1, Silent 2, Pond P3, 2 Canadians on the podium. Swiss and P4, a cool guy, Jose in P5, Rusi P6, Agilos P7, Kaitsu P8, Gabriel P9, Rugby P10, and we got the DNFs of Titus, Stein and Perka, both Haas. So yeah, tonight RFL, tomorrow night we got the NRL Nations Cup in association with SFR as well, and PAFR before the NRL full season starts in a couple of weeks. Then we got Sunday morning PAFR, and then Sunday evening we've got SFR racing in Baku. Thank you for joining us, and see you again next Friday for another round of RFL.